Finally, Monokuma made his move. He again tried to induce murder by giving us ridiculous things called motives. That video I watched was... really, it was just as useless as it can be, but Akane's reaction and Kurokawa's reaction, just by looking at them, I could see it was a serious situation. No, not another murder. I can't let it repeat again. We have to prevent it no matter what. I have to pay attention to the surroundings more than ever. Okay, I have a bad feeling. Something's gonna happen. I'm very scared. We will gather for breakfast tomorrow as usual. Somehow, everyone has to unite and fight against Monokuma. What should I do? What should I say to Kinjo, Makaru, and Uehara to regain their trust in each other again? That's what I want to know more about. As if grumbling to someone invisible, I slept quiet while sinking into this hell on earth. Hello, you guys. It's morning, 7 a.m. Wake up time. Let's have a lively day, too. It's morning. Suddenly, I felt a chill along my back. Uh-oh. I have a really bad feeling. My two best girls who need to survive this game. This is bad. This is when you start getting really attached to the characters, and then when it happens, it becomes even more and more devastating. I don't even... Oh god. I'm so scared. I don't want to keep clicking. Every time we had lost a friend the day after our motive came out, a sudden thought reminded us that today is also the day after the motive comes out. Not sure. That can't happen. Let's go to the dining room first. How many are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them are here, including Yuki. So there are quite a few not here. Then again, there's only 11 of them left now. There's hardly... right? Yeah, there's hardly anyone left. Oh gosh, it's awful. Hi, guys. Maeda's here? Thank God. Why are you glad? It seems to be a little later than usual, so maybe something might have happened. It doesn't really matter, but aren't we a little short in people? What about Kurokawa and Akane? Don't tell me. It's okay, they're both fine. Don't worry. That didn't happen as you think. Akane's in her room and silent too, and Kurokawa's not feeling well today, so she went to rest in her room. Actually, Tyra came out of her room to get the food and then went back to her room. What happened to Tyra yesterday? Suddenly screaming and running around as if the world was coming to an end like that. Did she see something in the video that was shared as a motive? That's the only thing that could trigger it. But we can't ask her because it's prohibited. That's Tyra's situation, but what about Kurokawa? What's wrong with her health? Is it that day? Iranami, there are males in the room. That comment... Ew. Ew, Kobushikawa, ew. What is wrong with you? Getting a nosebleed because of that? Bro. It's disgusting. No, it's fine because I understand everything. Wipe your nose. Because she's a human being, there may be days where she gets sick. Her behavior shows it. Actually, when I went to find Akane, when she ran away from the gym yesterday, Kurokawa's condition became a little weird. Did Kurokawa see something weird at the same time? Was it such a serious video? I didn't care for it at all. Nevertheless, we can't say anything about it because it's forbidden to speak of it. This is a real dilemma. Everyone continued to eat without telling the others about it. It was frustrating. The situation was getting worse rather than getting better. I wonder, when can we go outside? Mr. Tori, even if you ask us... No, I mean, even if there's something on the secret stairs to the warehouse, it seems impossible to sneak down from there with all the surveillance cameras. Even if we try to go there, the passage is full of machine guns, too. Hey, Daria, you shouldn't talk about that in a place like this, you fool. Shout to the camera that you were talking about a game quickly. I'm not messing around here. It's been 3 days since we discovered the secret staircase, but nothing's been done. Kinjo and Makaru, who knows how to do something, are all acting separately, and they're looking desperately for a way to escape. And then there's us, living day by day in fear of not knowing when and who will kill someone. What would you call that if not a living hell? What's wrong with you all of a sudden? This ain't sudden. Do you see the situation as normal? It's been already over a week since we arrived at this school, and to think about how to leave from this place. Even me, I can't get it out of my head on how to escape from this place. Don't you get it? Oh, so you're annoyed then? We all feel the same. Why are you wasting your time raising your voice? Now that we have a motive, we don't know what will happen. Besides, even though I quit being suspicious of Maeda, the fact that there's an imposter doesn't change. I'm even more shocked to see you guys so calm in this situation. Oh, really? Then, should I shout too and not calm down? Huh? Who are you angry with? Hey, what's wrong with you guys? Stop it. Honestly, when I think about what'll happen next, I feel like I'm going to hurt myself. If it really happens, it feels like you're leaving the escape idea and just committing to a state of resentment. What did you just say? Even if it was a joke, I won't let it go, you hear? Who cares if you don't leave it alone? You gonna kill me? If you think you can, then go ahead and try. Everyone will investigate my body. Another class trial and you'll get executed. Oh, now you've done it. Whoa, what? Well, what are you guys doing this for? Stop it, you two. What the heck is going on? Yeah, I understand your heart, but we can't fight between each other. Listen carefully. The feeling you're having right now is the feeling of everyone here. Kinjo, Makaru, Uehara, Taira, and Kurokawa, who aren't here, feel the same as us too. This is the same feeling that the ones who are no longer with us, Maki, Higa, Tamori, and Hatano. Aren't you thinking of pushing yourself in the investigation at a time when you're going lethargic by becoming helpless in the situation? I have to take a breath. What investigation? I have investigated more than a week, and we only found one secret passage in the warehouse, and even that was blocked by a layer of guns. If there's even a way to get through such an offense, or are you talking about doing something else? In common sense, it seems the killer who'd caused such a big incident will leave a way for us to get out. Isn't that right? This bastard. Don't talk things you don't know about. Why do you say such things with your mouth and become desperate? So what? Am I supposed to cheer you up? That's no different from escaping from reality. Shut up already. Look like a guy who talks like that. Are you trying to force yourself to cheer up while talking badly because you like it? I think you do it because you like to talk like that too, Kobazing. No, this isn't the time for a joke. You have to stop this, or else it'll really become a fight and it'll escalate even more. What is this counterattack? If you're gonna hit me, do it. It's a violation of the rules, violence against students. This little bastard. You don't think I can't hit you? You're gonna die today. Stop! Stop, why is he so cute? But he's literally screaming, "Stop it!" And he's like, "Don't fight." I love him. He's so cute. That was a good scream. Look at the muscle guy squeak. You two, come on, shake your hands and reconcile. Hurry up and do it! Sorry for everything, I was wrong. No, I'm sorry too, I was too hot-headed. Okay, well done. Now, let's not fight and get along. Looking at your face, I'd say you're the one prepared to fight. Hiranami, shush! You're gonna hit a nerve. Actually, I'm sad that I heard everything. Oh. It seems the mood has calmed down. Is everyone okay now? I'm really sorry. I think I got too excited. I've gotten a fever and it seems like it's overlapping with the current situation. It's the same for me too, because I can't stop huffing and puffing. Harriet, are you native in the city? Because you're starting to use your language really well. I was excited, so don't worry about that. Anyways, no, that's not Kobushikawa. Anyways, let's keep waiting for now. As Atori said, we've been waiting for a week now, and there's nothing wrong with waiting a few more days. Yeah, things won't happen if you stop thinking negatively. I'm sure there's a way we can get out. I think the same too. And there's still Kinjo and Makaru who are investigating very hard every day. No matter how hard this is, we'll all help each other in order to find an exit. That's right, although the policeman is treating us like raw criminals and Makaru looks at us like bugs. It's fine, right? Even if they consider us a bug or a criminal, we have to find a way to get out. No, that's not okay at all. It really happened one time, but Yamaguchi's amazing voice prevented a big fight. However, the situation seems more serious than I thought when Atori, who's been a cheerful personality, comes in a panic like that. If there's no progress in the near future, there's a possibility that we will lose our temper and become like that too. We were motivated, so we decided to look at each other one last time and waved to start another investigation. Kurokawa and Akane should be okay. I suppose they'll be in their rooms the whole day, but at least being in their rooms, they should be safe. Putting my worries aside, I started to focus on my next investigation. Morning. Alright, I'm gonna check on Akane and Makako. If I can't talk to them, then we're just gonna have him go to bed. Yeah, I can't talk to him. Let's try to talk to him. Kurokawa... Can't talk to her either. Okay. I'm gonna go to bed. My investigation is just going to sleep all day, every day. You wish to spend time sleeping? Yes, because free time events are still in Korean. I slept like a dead man and it became night. I decided not to go around late at night, so I went to rest in my room. Oh, what's happening? Oh, Kurokawa? Did you say to be weary today? Is it alright to move now? Yes. Oh, thank God. But you came out of your room after a long time, so it's already late at night. I guess you'll have to go back in. Yeah. Are you going to the dormitory? Let's go together. I'm about to go back right now. Yes. That's awkward. Even though her response has been notable, she's like a kid who doesn't speak any more than she should compared to the general public. Oh, that's right. Hey, Kurokawa? The secret note, that was the last motive. That was also a mix of lies, right? Another reason I'm convinced that the ridiculous note that I know the mastermind is a lie. It's because of your note. Oh, right. I'm sorry about opening the note. I was really curious about it. You probably won't forgive me after saying to stop us. I'm really sorry. The details don't really matter. You sure? Then can you tell me if it's okay? You seem to know best, if the note is a lie or not. Well, of course, if you don't have to talk if you don't feel like it, it's probably a lie if I ask someone else if they know about me. I wouldn't like to talk about it. That note is... Ow. Kurokawa? What is it? My head. It hurts again. Oh, don't worry about it. After all, it would be better to take a break in the rooms today. Now, let's go quickly. You don't need to talk today. Yeah. What is going on? Huh? What are they doing? What was that? What? Why is someone screaming? Kurokawa! Damn, what happened? I have to check. What is going on? What's going on? Why is there blood on the floor? Akane? What's going on? Is that blood? Black and... Maeda, Kurokawa. Don't be dazed, Tyra, stop! Uh-oh. Let me go! What happened? Wake up already! Tyra. Okay. Okay. This, I know, can be a triggering topic. Personally, I know how it can. So, I'm fine with it. I mean, in fiction, it's fine. It's not the first time you see it in a game and things like that. Like, it's I know it can be triggering, but I'm gonna yeah, I'll make sure to put a note at the beginning before this starts, because I know I'm personally I'm okay, but I don't know. I don't even know what to say, honestly. I'm just gonna keep reading. It is a hard, sensitive topic for a lot of people, for me as well. It's I don't know. It's all right. I'm just gonna keep reading. I don't really want to talk about it. So Tyra, she hurt herself. What? You tried to kill yourself? I'm going to die. Trash like me must die. I want to die. Don't disturb me. What kind of strength is this? Let go. Yuki, let go of me. Take it easy. Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to hurt yourself, Akane? I'm going to Ayame's side. What? I have to go to Ayame and apologize. I just can't be alive anymore. It'll be ridiculous. It's been 4 days already since Hatano died. What are you saying? I saw Ayame in the video yesterday. She was blaming me. Ayame died because of me. Hatano appeared in the Desire video? That stupid Monokuma. He's trying to play with us like this. Calm down, Akane. There's no way Hatano blames you. That video was manipulated by Monokuma. No! Ayame is blaming me. She said that even if I die, she wouldn't forgive me. I have to go to the other side and apologize to Ayame. No, baby. Baby girl. No. It's not the solution. Trust me, it's not the solution. She wants you to live. Ayame wants you to live. There's no other way. Damn it. It doesn't work no matter what I say. She's completely ruined. What should I do in this situation? Maeda, move away. Oh, my best girls. Wake up, Akane Taira. Don't you know why Hatano died? Hatano's last words? The words that she delivered to you. You remember them, right? The last words? I want you to live. You do not understand the meaning of those words she left you at all. Hatano died to save you, but if you commit the act you're about to do, what do you believe that means to Hatano? After talking about this, are you still in conflict? Was this the kind of person you always were? Tell me, Akane Taira. Kako! Akane Taira is not that kind of person. You are so much more. Taira. Mikako? Was she possessed? What was that? What? Oh my god, Mikako! Mikako? Mikako! What's wrong? Wake up! Why'd she collapse? We gotta get her out of here. Come to think of it, she said she wasn't feeling well today. Don't you think this happened because she was pushing herself again? Anyway, let's move Mikako to her private dorm as soon as possible. Suddenly, Kurokawa collapsed. We left Taira behind to put Kurokawa back in her private bedroom. What is going on? Hey, guys. I'm so sorry. I guess I was out of my mind. How Ayame saved my life. I was trying to throw it away. That's enough. I even bothered you guys too. I'm really sorry for being a burden to everyone. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's okay, Akane, because everyone understands your feelings. That's right. I would have killed myself too. You idiot, how is that any comforting? It was pretty scary. Don't do that again. Hey, what about before? You said we shouldn't say what we saw in our motives. Is it okay now? Doesn't seem like anything, though. I don't think we should worry too much. That's right. Even so, everyone who is in here will be happy to see our grown-up Taira. Yes, I'm really sorry and thank you. And, it's already been 4 days. Maybe it's too late. But I'll try hard again. I hope you all can accept me once again. Of course, no one blames you, so don't worry. Hi, this is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m., which means nighttime has begun. Soon, the restaurant will be locked for the rest of the day. Have a good dream and good night. Oh, time's already slipped by. I'm sorry. I wasted your time on me for nothing. Taira, you don't need to keep apologizing, okay? It's not like you at all. And you're not such a timid girl. I mean, the Akane Taira we know is positive, and she's always had a bright face, too. Oh, alright. Okay. Hey guys, it's already nighttime, so then let's go to bed now. Agreed. I'm a little anxious because of the motives, but we can all gather together tomorrow to talk. Let's call everyone, even Kinjo, Makaru, and Uehara. Yeah, Satsuki's feeling a little sleepy already. Okay, everyone have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Tyra finally made up her mind. Her guilt and regrets for Hatano will not be forgotten in her memory for a lifetime. Still, even so, Akane is trying to move forward. That kind of action can never be done if you're on your own. But because Akane is with everyone, she's able to regain her spirit. Now, let's go to bed early today. Fortunately, it's not too late because a murder didn't happen after the motive came out as usual. Even if it's difficult for tomorrow, we'll all get back our spirit little by little. I wonder if Kurokawa will be alright. I guess we'll know at tomorrow's breakfast. Today... I'm getting sleepy. Before we parted, I briefly explained to Akane about Hatano's post-class trial. Let's sleep peacefully tonight. Oh, right, about Kurokawa's secret note. Makako Kurokawa may actually be talkative. Maybe it is true. Yeah, probably is. Night. I'm relieved Akane managed to wake herself up from her mind. Of course, this is not the end yet. The fact that we are here in Hope's Peak Academy has not changed. We have to find a way out somehow. And with those thoughts, I fell asleep fast. Hello, you guys. It is morning, 7 o'clock. Wake up time. Let's have a lively day, too. Morning. First, let's go to the dining room. I'll be with them for breakfast this morning. There's only 3 other people here. Hello. Ah, Yuki, hello. You've arrived early. In the dining room, there was a bright Tyra smiling. Yes, did you guys sleep well? Maybe it's because Tyra's getting lively again, but I'm feeling way better than yesterday. I'm always in a happy mood here. I wonder what's up with the others? They haven't come yet. Did Yuki come too soon? I mean, it's just 7:10. Is that so? Then let's wait until we all gather together. Oh boy. It's always hard to wake up early in the morning. Kobushikawa, good morning. Tyra, oh right. You feel better now? Kane Tyra feels like she got a complete resurrection, huh? I don't know, I'm still worried about her. I don't know. I'm worried about her. It's gotta be. Seeing Tyra's bright smile and starting the day like this gives you a lot of energy. That's a complete black heart. It's not. All I'm saying is I'm happy that my colleague returned normal. I don't know, but going from severely depressed to very happy all of a sudden, I don't know. I'm a bit concerned about her. Not gonna lie. I don't know if that means anything. I don't know. I don't know. The other guys aren't here yet. Yeah, but it's a little bit different. Kanata was always at the restaurant before me. What? Even if the others will be happy to see Tyra smile once again. Oh, yeah, today I have a suggestion for you guys. I'll say it once again once everyone comes. Excuse me. Suggestion? Yes. After breakfast, Kinjo, Makaru, and Uehara will gather together to discuss with us. A meeting? About what? I don't really like those other guys. Well, when Maki was still alive, Kinjo gathered everyone and made an intermediate report. This time the motives already came out, so I'd like to gather everyone for opinions. Oh, I see. Yuki, that's amazing. I recall Kinjo doing these meetings. I haven't seen that in a hot minute. That's because not long ago he was neglected by saying things no one supported. But we can't do that anymore. It's all in the past, isn't it? I mean, we believe in Maeda now. Well, it certainly seems that Akane has regained some vitality in her eyes. Since we have such a bright person like her, it must have conveyed onto everyone that positivity. By the way, it's getting late for the others. What time is it now? Around 7:30? Who are we missing? The surgeon girl, Kakeru, the three who aren't part of this group. And then that's 5. Who else? Who's the one I'm missing? Oh, Makako, my best girl! I almost did... Shame on myself. Dishonor. Is this simply over-worrying? I mean, they're human, so there may be times this could happen, but... What is this anxiety? Let's wait a bit more patiently. I'm sure they'll be here soon. Yeah, okay. They're not coming. Something happened. Something happened. Someone's dead. No, this is absolutely not over-worrying. Even if I'm wrong, something is not right. Everyone in the dining room gradually began to notice that detail. It's getting late. It's already 8 o'clock. What in the world happened? Let's stay still for a moment. Who isn't here yet? Kinjo, Makaru, Uehara, Kurokawa, Yamaguchi, and Inori. Hey, you don't have to mention Kinjo. It's already 8 a.m. and no one has come yet. Oh, Kurokawa. I'm sorry for being late. Mikako, is your health okay? Yes. But it's been a while. I was too late. I'm sorry. Kurokawa, have you seen anyone besides us when you came here? What happened here? Mikako, don't you think it's weird? You came this late, but we're the only ones that arrived in the dining room. Uh-oh. Hey, is it okay if we keep waiting like this? Something seems off. Isn't it better if we go and find the others? Yeah, I agree we should look. Yeah, then let's start by looking for Yamaguchi and Inori first. Somehow, this feeling, it's a feeling that seems like everything is already too late. I have a bad feeling. Inori, are you inside? If you are, please answer me. This is weird. Yamaguchi is silent too. I don't think both of them are in their rooms. Where did they even go at this time? If it's not the dormitory, let's check the school. I think it's best to hurry. Yeah, Kurokawa's right. Guys, let's go find them on the school side. I tried not to let this anxiety get over myself and decided to stay calm and look for them in the school with everyone. Run, Yuki. I'm going the wrong way. So gross. I took my hands off the buttons and I pushed the wrong ones. Oh, Terry is here. Have you seen them? There seems to be no one on the first floor. I think it'd be better to go to the second floor. They're probably on the third floor, I'm guessing. Be the most logical spot. Oh, Satsuki's here. I heard someone screaming in the second floor. Was Satsuki wrong? You heard what now? What? Uehara? What? Uehara, wake up! What the heck is going on? Uehara, how did this happen? Maeda, I don't really know myself. I came to the second floor and Uehara was down on the floor like this. What's all this? Uehara, you're dead. He's still breathing. Ugh. What happened? Oh, I like Uehara. What's going on? Uehara, are you okay? This is what happened to me. Hey, Uehara, what happened? Why'd you get hurt like this? I was definitely heading to the library at night. Does anyone know what time it is now? It's been roughly... I think it's around 8:15. Uehara, let's wipe the blood first. Here's a handkerchief. Thank you. By the way, Tyra, it seems you're getting better. Are you okay now? Yes. Thanks to the others, I made up my mind somehow. We can talk about that later. More importantly, what the hell happened here? Uehara, who did this to you? I'm sorry, I do not know either. I remember walking towards the library at night, but suddenly I felt a pain in my head from behind. I can't remember. That means someone attacked you? Well, I guess, but attacking like this is enough to stun someone. Doesn't mean a kill. Yeah, this wasn't a kill attempt, but this could mean that a tragedy is about to happen again. A motive breaks someone's mind and enforces the worst act to try to commit a murder. Wait, where are the others? Where's Kinjo, Makaru, Inori, and Yamaguchi? What? This sounds like... I heard it on the 3rd floor. What is going on? 3rd floor? Is something else happened upstairs? Damn it, what should we do? I haven't properly checked the whole 2nd floor yet, and I'm worried about Uehara's condition. You guys are... You looking into the others who didn't arrive at this morning's breakfast? Yeah, I'm not sure about Kinjo, but we can't see Inori or Yamaguchi. What happened? Maybe it has something to do with the sound on the 3rd floor. I'll help you guys too. Please let me join your search. I can't help but wonder if he's pulling a Celeste. I'm gonna... hope to God he's not. Because... No. I like him. He's one of my favorites. We'll see, I guess. But Uehara, aren't you hurt? Can your body handle it? This degree won't be an issue. It's just a slight bump on the back of my head. There's no problem at all? You didn't see Inori? In that case, I need Inori's ability to get the appropriate treatment, so finding her remains the same objective. That's true. What the hell is that noise? It's terrifying. I don't know what it is, but I think we should move quickly. Then let's divide in 2 groups. Oh no. One group will investigate the 3rd floor. The other will investigate the 2nd floor. Yeah, I think this would be good. Then I'll stay on the 2nd floor and investigate. I'll stay on the 2nd floor too. I kinda like scared of that sound, whatever it is. Then I'll be in the 3rd floor group. I'll stay on the 2nd floor. The 2nd floor is wider than the 3rd, so don't need any more people. Then I'll go on the 2nd floor too. Then the rest are going on the 3rd floor. With me and Uehara. Maeda. Come to the 3rd floor with us. I didn't get to say anything, but I feel pretty determined. Well, it doesn't matter. Now, somehow, we have to quickly secure everyone's status on each room and identify who attacked Uehara. If it's decided, let's move. I feel uneasy about something. If you find the others, come down here and let us know. Be careful, everyone. I decided to go up to the third floor with Kurokawa and Uehara following along. Coming to the third floor. See from here clearly it's in the art room. It certainly is. So what are we doing? In addition to the art room, I'll have to do a survey elsewhere. Then, shall we act separately here? I'll take a look in the art room. You guys have a look somewhere else. It doesn't matter, but be careful. Maybe the person who attacked me could be here. Honestly, I don't want to believe that it is one of us, but you already experienced it twice. The people you've been living with, they try to kill each other. I'll be okay. Just check what the sound is. Now then, let's move. What's going on? The origin of the sound is here. It seems that no one has found it yet. Well, let's first find out what the sound really is. Is it Yamaguchi trying to break out of a locker? It's a cabinet full of miscellaneous art tools, paints, crayons, blah blah blah. There's no doubt this loud sound is coming from the inside of the locker. An unknown sound around the fear, but more than that, curiosity. I wanted to see what was inside of it. And when I opened the door of the locker, there was... What? Oh, I was not expecting that. Makaru? What the heck is going on? What's happening? Makaru? She was in a state where the usual neat and refined look was off. Her hair was loose, the blouse was loose, the glasses were sprawled, and her whole body was bound. That loud sound was made by Makaru? Why are you like this? Who did this? You gotta take the table from mouth first. Not only that, Makaru was bloody. At first, I thought she was like Uehara, but when I looked closely, it looked like this blood wasn't coming from Makaru. It was from a bloody cloth that was buried inside the locker. Oh, okay, I'll release you now, so don't move too much. What the heck? Makaru, what happened? Before that, give me your right hand. Okay. Come on, shut up and quickly show me your right hand. I couldn't tell why, but I pressed my right hand on Makaru's hand without delay. Makaru took a while, wrapping her right hand with my own and observing for something. It's not you either. Makaru, why did you need my right hand? Nothing you need to know. More importantly, useless. Tell me what time it is and what the current situation is right now. What? She was incarcerated while being bound by someone, and she's asking about the situation as if it's normal for her. Well, it is her, so I guess it's not so random. I think it's roughly 8:25 right now. We got together for breakfast, but some people were unusually late and we began to start looking for them. Apparently, your gang is you, Akane, Haruhiko Kobushikawa, Teruya Otori, Satsuki Iranami, Mikako Kurokawa, Kanata Inori, and Kakeru Yamaguchi, was it? Yes. Who else was missing? In the group, we were having breakfast, but Inori and Yamaguchi were missing, and then we found Uehara on the second floor. Kinjo is also still missing. The doctor and the lawyer. If I may ask, Makaru, what happened to you? I never expected you to be in such a situation. Shut up. Forget everything you saw. It's embarrassing. Yeah, it was definitely my fault. I didn't realize I was going to be targeted so suddenly. You were attacked? By who? Well, you'll soon find out who it is. The one who dared to touch me. I'll leave them with the greatest regret in their life. And what's this bloody locker about? This blood isn't yours, right? You don't know? Hey, we don't have time to be chatting. When I heard the situation from you, I believe this is the very climax moment. I'm going to investigate. Makaru, wait a minute! Damn it, what the hell is going on? Well, at least I've confirmed that Makaru is safe, so let's go find the others. Makaru, hang on a second. What else do you want? I don't have the luxury to talk to you right now, do you hear me? Can't you figure out the situation already? That's not it. I just wanted to know what you were doing last night. Well, I know how stupid you are, but if you don't feel sorry for your friend's life, then you don't mind running around and talking to me right now. What does that mean, a life? I would... No way. It was uncertain in my voice, but in my mind, I finally understood word by word. Uehara being attacked by someone, Makaru imprisoned in a bloody locker. The puzzle was complicated with all the conditions set to the worst possible outcome. And right after that... What is this? Someone scream. Aida, Makaru, I found one. Kurokawa. It seems you encountered some problems. Definitely. Please, help me. To the science lab. You need help? Why in the science lab? Looks like something happened. Since it's an emergency, I'll help you out. Move. Yes. Kurokawa's complexion didn't look so good. Well, that's a bit serious considering she always looks like one step away from death. And that made me even more anxious. I really wonder what's going on. What's happening in the science lab? Could it be related to that scream earlier? Maeda, you're here. Looks like you found Makaru too. I want to ask about what happened, about that sound, but for now we have a bigger issue on our hands. Also, as you may have guessed, Kurokawa went to the casino and I tried to investigate the science lab, but the door wouldn't open. I heard a scream in the science lab while trying to open the door. Maeda, help us here. The four of us joined forces and pushed the door of the science lab, but it didn't even budge. It felt different simply from being locked with a padlock. It was as if something was blocking the door. What is that? I can't. It's not moving at all. Well, what do we do? Should we go back with the others on the second floor? But we heard a scream in here. Are we going to just leave it at that? We can't just give up. Another scream. Who is it? And what is going on in there? That sound. Can you hear it? When I listened to Kurokawa's words and focused on the sounds in the science lab made, I heard a strange and unusual sound. This is the sound of water, isn't it? Water. Sounds like something is flowing when I hear it. Well, what do we do if the door doesn't open? It's all in vain. Hey, come here for a minute, you people. Makaru pointed and looked closely at the blurry window in the door of the science lab. You stupid fools. The sliding door is blocked. With something from the inside, it'll never open. I thought it was weird, but I also thought that something was wrong. They blocked it with something? Are you saying the inside is closed? But then it would be even more difficult to open the door. That's not gonna happen. As Makaru said that, she then raised her elbow to the door of the science lab to break the window. Makaru, are you sure you can do that? Is it not considered vandalism? It's okay. The vandalism caused by force majeure? I don't know that word. I should know that word. I don't know any words. Which was involved in the incident in Monokuma's eyes, that is. As she said that, she put her arm inside the broken window, shoving the thing that was blocking the door. Can't you do something simple as this? Incompetent fools. Now it's unlocked. Open it. Like Makaru said, the door to the science lab was opened with a sound. And the first thing we discovered was... What is this? Water? When I opened the door to the science lab, a lot of water flowed from the inside. The inside was full of water, and when we entered the room, it was in a watery state, so that at least your ankles were submerged. The water in the science lab is What's going on? When we were trying to check the state of the room... Don't go in! Stay away from the water! Makaru shouted urgently in a serious mood, and I unknowingly stood up away from the water pit on the science lab. Why, Makaru? This is how they ended up. If you're curious, look inside the science lab. You'll understand what I mean. They? Oh my god. What is it? Oh, I can't. I don't want to look. I don't want to know. Makaru's voice sunk, like it was subdued. Makaru, who's usually hard to beat, makes a voice like this. It can only mean when she witnesses someone's death. Being careful not to touch the water pit, quietly, I moved my gaze into the science lab. Oh my god, I can't! The suspense is killing me! The scenery that came into my view from there. It was horrifying. It was utter despair. Who is it? Oh my god! That's the surgeon girl, right? Oh my god! She's tied up and she's burned and gagged and what the heck? No, my god. Her whole body is tied up and burned out. The body of Kanata Inori, the ultimate surgeon. It was an unbelievable despair. Oh my god. This is a lie, right? Why is she... I couldn't accept the scene that was in front of my eyes. But soon I was able to face reality by a sense. It's like a grilled squid. That smell was even more nauseating. The smells of burning flesh. Ugh. Ugh. Unbelievable. It felt like some dream. Because Inori, who was smiling brightly at us until yesterday, talking to us, became like this. Inori, who was so kind to us, who I suspected the whole last trial, let's be honest. As a doctor, Inori, who worked very hard to take care of everyone's health. It was then that the sound reminded me that this was our reality. A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin. The body discovery announcement means there's zero possibility that she's alive. Kanata Inori's dead. Why? Why? Who the hell would do this? Why, you ask? It's only natural. I don't know who yet, but there's a person who wants to get out of here by any means. This is nonsense, leaving us so suddenly. There wasn't even time to save her. I'm really sorry, Inori. Even so, the body was found. Why don't we start searching? We need to prepare. Prepare. Search. It's starting again. A class trial. That's right. We have to face this terrible despair once again. If we cannot identify the culprit who killed Inori, then we will all face punishment due to the class trial's reckless rules. Did you mention that the rest of the people were downstairs? They must have heard the body discovery announcement, so they'll come up here soon. If you don't want to die, get ready to investigate. Yes, there's no time to even be sad. It was the same when Maki and Tamori died. Once again, we have to overcome sadness. We must overcome despair. However, this despair would not end with this. Oh no, there's another one, isn't there? They discovered one downstairs, didn't they? It was no ordinary despair. A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin. There is two. There's two. Who is it? Is it No. Huh? Wasn't it a body discovery announcement again? No, something is wrong, right? Inori's body discovery announcement just rang, right? Why is there another one? There's only one thing I can think of. This is quite unprecedented. What? What are you talking about? Kurokawa? I have a bad feeling. We should join the others on the second floor. What happened, I may already know, but until I check it out with my own eyes, I won't believe it. There's no way. Such a worse situation could never happen. Oh, yes, again. It's chapter 3. What the heck? Akane! Otori! Yuki! What's going on? What happened to you? It's blood. Taira and Otori appeared astonished in front of the library as they stood there. The front of the library was covered in blood. The huge amount of it and the bloody locker I saw in the art room, it all started to overlap a little in my head. Obviously, Inori didn't have any noticeable trauma, but the body discovery announcement rang twice. Taira's party hasn't seen Inori's body yet. So appalled. To me, who was desperate to know, Taira quietly pointed at the library with a finger. Oh my god, I don't want to look. What's happening? Oh, I'm scared. I don't want to click. I don't want to know. Oh god. Quietly, breathing deeper so as not to indulge the reason in my mind and opening the door to the library. No matter what I see here, I have to prepare to open the door. And what I saw on the other side was... Without betraying my expectations, the despair in the library greeted me. No! No! Oh, Kaka! No, he was so cute. What the heck? Oh my god. What? Hakaru, no. What? Who did that? What is happening? Oh my god, I can't handle it. Lying in a pool of blood, the body of the ultimate lawyer, Kakaru Yamaguchi, greeted me. Oh my god. Maeda. Yuki, wake up! Akane? I think I've lost consciousness for a while. That was because of watching so many shocking scenes back and forth. I was in front of Yamaguchi's dead body in the library. There was Akane in between. Hey, what's the situation right now? I was worried because you found Yamaguchi's body and you went silent. I'm sorry. Yuki's party, who went to the third floor to investigate, came back and found Yamaguchi's corpse, and now everyone else went to the infirmary to take care of Uehara and Kinjo-kun. Kinjo? What's wrong with Kinjo? Did you guys find him? Oh, yes, I'll explain what happened. Our investigation on the second floor. Our team found a pit of blood in front of the library. While investigating the power room, the training room, etc., I went to the library, but Yamaguchi and Kinjo were both covered in blood, and they were both on the floor, too. Even Kinjo was covered in blood? Yes. At first, I was surprised. I feared they both died, because the body discovery announcement rang twice, and I thought Kinjo died as well, but he was treated as a corpse count. That's not right. Another body discovery announcement rang because we discovered another body upstairs. I heard they were talking about Kanata. It's all too painful to lose so many friends in a single night. But we can't grieve now. I haven't started my investigation yet, but I'll come back to talk about it at the class trial. So let's do our best, Yuki. We don't know who it is, but it's probably one of us who killed two of our friends. I couldn't even look at the body due to the shock of the death of Inori and Yamaguchi, and Taira's eyes seemed full of solid determination, even though it was mixed with sadness. Akane, you've gotten stronger. Huh? It's the same for all of you. You have to overcome the death of our friends. You guys are stronger than me, or I'm just shocked and trembling. No, I'm not strong. That's a lie. But it was said to me yesterday from Mikako made me realize what I had to do. I was saved by Ayame in exchange for her life, right? So I found that no matter what, I wouldn't die here. To be sure to survive here, and to repay Ayame's wish. Kane. Oh, don't get me wrong, that doesn't mean I'll go killing, it means I want to escape, with everyone together. I know, don't worry. However, surprisingly, while talking with Akane, it seems my worries have calmed down a little. It feels like she could really get out of here someday if she worked together with us. I felt the same way. Oh, by the way, everyone's late. You said they were treating Uehara and Kinjo. Uehara was fortunate enough that it was a light wound, but about Kinjo, I didn't see him. I'm not sure. He was unconscious even after being taken to the infirmary. What? It looks like he got a big head wound. Besides, in this case, we had to take the role of Kanata and apply the first aid ourselves. This is a bad enough situation as it is. Oh, they're here. Yeah, oh. Are you okay now, Maeda? You look pretty bad. Yes, somehow. By the way, did you all know about the body discovery announcements? And not only Yamaguchi in the library, but Inori on the third floor was also dead? This is too cruel. Poor girl. It is regrettable, but what has already happened is irreversible, so we have no choice in the matter. We have to find the killer in order to live. Oh, where's Kinjo? Uehara, you seem to be fine now. Kinjo is still in a coma. There's no sign of him waking up, so we gave the first aid and put him in the infirmary bed. I'm worried. But was the first aid effective? I thought it would be difficult because Inori was missing. Well, to be specific, I didn't do anything and Notori was the one who applied it. I couldn't do it either, so I just organized the supplies and handed him the first aid kit. That's a little surprising, Notori. You have more talent than we thought. I can't tell if that's a compliment or an insult. Well, I've also sold medical products in the first place, so yeah, I have the knowledge, but compared to Inori, it's not even close. 2 friends have died, and we have no choice but to investigate this. Some tried to lighten up the mood than usual to get much energy as possible. Thanks to it, the situation seemed to improve however little it could. It seems everyone is gathered, so it's okay to show up? It's everyone's idol, Monokuma friends, Mono Mono! I really want to hit this bear real hard. You finally showed up, Monokuma. Why are you so late? Oh, sorry. I tried to show up right away and give it to you, but you guys made things even more complex. You tried to give it? Yes, a body was found, you know. 2 of them. The Monokuma File 3 should not be given. 3 minus 1? This time there are 2 victims in particular, so I prepared 2 Monokuma files. 3-1 belongs to Yamaguchi, and 3-2 belongs to Miss Inori. Hey, does that number mean anything? For example, order of death. Ah! What do you... How did you guess that? Oh, know it would be fun to say that, but it's not really in that sense. The number attached to the Monokuma files is based on all the members gathered, and it's only one because all the members are gathered in the current library. Oh, not all of them, because Super Cop is missing, Kinjo-kun is on a trip to Dreamland, so he can't help it, sadly. What the? This toy is making the mood brighter for no reason. It's unfortunate that a murder happened in the morning, but that's why it burns more. Isn't that right? Now then, I'll be going on ahead and leave the next file next to the other body. I hope you'll do your best for your sacrificed friends. Now wait a minute. Even so, don't you think it's too much to say that the culprit killed 2 people? Huh? If a culprit murders this way, there could be many victims in the future. If they commit 3 or 4 murders, we'll all die. That sounds like, but that's what I want to ask too. The situation was quite unexpected for me as well. If slaughter is allowed as a rule, a crazy person can continue to commit serial killings, right? That's the point, huh? I never really thought about that. That's crazy. You're completely irresponsible. Does it really matter? Serial murder is an event that can't be left out of the mystery, right? Blocking such thrilling and heart-pounding events is a sin too. What? That doesn't matter at all. Just being exposed to the horror of murder makes someone crazy enough. But now you can even be a serial murderer? All right. Then I'll add it to the school rules. It is forbidden to kill another person after an investigation has taken place, and there can only be up to 2 people the blackened can kill. Now, are we done? You should have raised up to 2 people. It can't be helped because this killer has already killed Yamaguchi and Inori. So, 2 people, super fine. Serial killing is so much fun that it can't be missed. How much do you like serial killings? This means that it was the same person who killed Kakeru Yamaguchi and Kanata Inori. What do you mean? What I mean is criminal A kills Kakeru Yamaguchi and criminal B kills Kanata Inori. However, looking at Monokuma's words, that possibility disappeared. Ooh, yes, well, it looks so novel and interesting. Unfortunately, I can't allow that. Even if 2 cases happen at the same time, if the person who committed the first murder comes out, I will personally stop the second one myself. Well then, even if there are 2 criminals, there wouldn't be just 1 or 2 difficulties in the class trial. The overlapping object of murder converges into 0 in the first place. Whatever. You would ask me to do something about it, but what can you do? In the end, this is a game. The people who play it would have to be blown the hell out of it. So this is how it really goes. You guys, please do your research. See you at the class trial. Eventually, as usual, Monokuma only said what it needed to say and disappeared. As Monokuma disappeared, there was a moment of silence in the library. Hey, you guys. I heard it earlier. You said that Tsurugi Kinjo was in a coma? Yeah. He's on the bed in the infirmary. So what about Kinjo? If he can't wake up for the class trial like this... I think Monokuma will handle that. It's a bit painful that a brain like Kinjo's couldn't investigate, proceed to the trial. Idiots. You will soon come to the realization of you all who only depended on that psycho cop. What? We'll show you we can handle it. Is that right? Me and you guys have fundamentally different ways of thinking. As evidence of that, I have already completed the investigation of the library and the body of Kakeru Yamaguchi. As for you guys, you only went to the infirmary, so what did you do? So what? Are we trying to brag about it? Oh, I'm worried about you getting in my way. Criminal, I don't know who you are, but you're pretty intelligent, aren't you? Aiming for Tsurugi Kinjo. Now then, you better try your best. I'm going to the science lab, so do not disturb me. They aiming for Tsurugi again? Wakaru left the library and we nodded, facing each other. Everyone is the same with the pain of losing two of our friends. However, as always, you have to overcome it. If the criminal is uncovered in the class trial and survives the situation, we won't have to face the same end. It's natural that I want to sit down and feel sorry for myself, but I've already experienced it twice. Again, we have to overcome it, because I have no choice but to. Because it must be done, we have to stay determined. Investigation. First, let's summarize the basis for this case. This time, unlike the previous two incidents, there are two victims. And the places where the bodies were found were also with quite the distance: the library on the second floor and the science room on the third floor. Overall, there is a need for large-scale investigations going back and forth between the second and third floors. About tools, I don't know yet, but as previous experience, the killer may have procured tools, etc. from different places. As Makaru said, Kinjo is very helpful in the cases. It's embarrassing. Even if you ask Makaru, I don't think she would answer any questions. No, I shouldn't give up just because we don't have Kinjo. We may wake up soon, and we must do everything we can without him. The investigation radius has been roughly organized. Then, as always, let's begin with the Monokuma File. Oh, Kakaru, no, baby. I'm so sad. The estimated time of death of the victim, Kakaru Yamaguchi, is about 8:40, found in the library with a sharp cut in the back of the neck, the uvula. The weapon is presumed to be something sharp, with no other visible trauma. So he died after they all went to start looking for him. So he died pretty recently, I'm guessing, because didn't they start looking for him at 8:30? He was still alive then. As usual, although it is the Monokuma File with so little information, if the time of death is 8:40, it was right after we found Inori's body. If so, Inori died before Yamaguchi. As it turns out, that Inori was still screaming faintly when we were standing at the door of the science lab, which proves that she was alive until then. This means Inori and Yamaguchi were killed almost simultaneously in real time. It makes sense that they were murdered. No, hold on. Isn't that a little strange? When we opened the door to the science lab, only a large amount of water flowed out to the corridor, and there was no other person in there. Remotely murdered, was it? Yeah, so I'm sure they electrocuted her in the science lab with the water and stuff. I don't know. Oh, man. I haven't seen Inori's Monokuma File yet, so I won't be able to confirm it for sure, but Yamaguchi's intake is said to be something sharp, and there's a cut deep enough to cut the entire neck. What kind of wound can be done remotely? Electrocution. But if this is what's called a real-time murder, maybe there's a possibility that someone who was investigating the second floor pretended to find the body after killing Yamaguchi on the spot. Even with this kind of suspicion, I'm so rotten. But this is not a joke. I have to rule out any kinds of scenarios. It was this kind of wound, and there was no other trauma involved, so it seems that this must have been an immediate death. This is what I can infer from the Monokuma File so far. So it couldn't have been easy to cut Yamaguchi's neck like that. Like, he had to be pretty strong, right? And he's really tall, so I'm wondering, was he standing up when it happened? If so, it wouldn't be little Satsuki, who's like 4 feet tall, wouldn't be able to do it. Or was he sitting down? Because then that would change things. But he's in front of the bookcase, and there's not really a chair in front of him, so I'm assuming he was standing up when it happened, unless they came in from the roof, like Spider-Man. I'm overthinking it. Well, for now, let's search the library and science lab, focusing on the Monokuma File. And if we talk to the others, I might discover something too. A new school rule has been added. Okay, that's the... It's a huge blood trace from Yamaguchi's body to the library door. Was this all Yamaguchi's blood? There's something wrong with this. It's a terrible amount to look at, but I've seen a situation similar to this. It was dark back then, so I couldn't see well. Tomori shed such a tremendous amount of blood and died. However, there's more from Yamaguchi's in terms of quantity, because this blood leads all the way into the corridor. There's also this. In Tomori's case, there were 2 wounds, one on the neck and the other in the stomach. It was also discovered several hours after death, so it was already bleeding. Less than an hour after death, and no matter how deeply you're injured, can this amount of blood come out of your neck? Not only that, the shape of the blood is also a little strange. The shape looks as if the body of Yamaguchi was brought into the library. From outside, it does, doesn't it? Like it was dragged in. I'll check this out for a bit. Huh? When I slightly lifted Yamaguchi's body and looked at the floor where he was lying down, I immediately felt a sense of discomfort. If the corpse was brought from outside, there should be blood under Yamaguchi's corpse. But that's what I see here. Blood spots are also over Yamaguchi's body. Thanks to that, Yamaguchi's stomach and chest were wet with blood. The shape of the bleeding itself certainly feels like dragging the corpse to the floor from the outside. If so, there could be no blood left under the corpse like this. No, before that, if there is blood under the body, it means that there was blood here before Yamaguchi fell. Is that right, though? However, Inori didn't really seem to bleed. Then this blood, it must be Yamaguchi's. I don't really know, but I noticed something strange about the situation when the blood sea in the library in Yamaguchi's body. I'll mark it down and discuss it with the others at the class trial. Yamaguchi's corpse stretches loosely in the floor of the library. In contrast to his sloppy body, it was droopy. His pupils were loose and he felt empty. This is a man's death. I've seen it many times already, real people dying. Yamaguchi, you were the one who we talked to just yesterday. There's no time to be sad. Even for Yamaguchi, we must find out who made him like this. I've decided to investigate Yamaguchi's body. I felt something hard and cold. According to the Monokuma File, it said that he was cut off by something sharp. Indeed, there was a terrible wound that I could see with my eyes open. Yamaguchi's neck was completely cut out from the back of the neck to the front, but it was surprising that it wasn't cut completely, but barely a piece of flesh was left attached. I put up with the nausea that came and looked at the wound. I've heard that the injured area was ravenously torn by something, like a knife or a tool that's usually roughened, but in Yamaguchi's case it was cut neatly as if you were cutting paper with a cutter knife. What? What does that mean? Oh, I can't see it anymore, it's awful. Poor Yamaguchi spilling all this blood. Like Tomori. Huh? As my stomach was shaking inside, I suddenly felt uncomfortable. Surely, blood in the library is no joke. I ran from the corridor to the body of Yamaguchi, and it was also protruding from Yamaguchi's body. Yamaguchi's neck, it isn't bleeding anymore. Looking at the Monokuma File, it said that there were no other visible traumas other than the neck wound. And this tremendous amount of blood flows from the neck only. Yamaguchi's time of death is 8:40. From this wound, immediate death is certain, so even if the wound started bleeding from then, it has not passed even an hour, but why is the blood no longer flowing out of his throat? When I recall the words of Inori, who is no longer here, it seemed that after the heart stops, blood circulation also stops. If so, in this case of immediate death, the blood flow should flow even less. But isn't it too early? In a similar case, when I investigated Tomori's corpse, there was little blood coming out of her. However, in contrast, Yamaguchi's body looked very dry already. It's been less than an hour since the blood is spilled, but the blood is already dried up? What? I knew something was wrong, but there was no way to think about it anymore because it wasn't Inori or Kinjo who had professional insight on these things. Inori can't speak to us anymore, but Kinjo is still alive. I should ask him. He wakes up. Numerous books are stacked. It's not really classified, but I can see that miscellaneous fields are randomly mixed together. Damn it. Yamaguchi and Inori are dead. Couldn't even say goodbye. Even so, we have to survive for them. Okay, let's do more research. There may be something on the bookshelf, so leave this place to me. Killing 2 people at the same time. How heinous is this person, this killer? Of course it's not me, don't doubt it. Oh please, it's not him. I thought he would have something else to say. Oh, there's a blood stain over here. Huh? What's this blood spot? Right next to me is Yamaguchi, whose blood goes all around the library. It's not that strange that there could be blood spots in the library following this idea, but this blood spot looks kind of different. It's the only one away from Yamaguchi's corpse. This blood spot is... Hey Maeda, what are you doing sitting on the floor? Oh, Kobushikawa, do you know where this blood stain comes from? Oh, right. That's where Kinjo fell. This is the place you found him? Well, when we entered the library, Yamaguchi was there, as you could see, and Kinjo was lying in that position, unconscious. You didn't know because you didn't see Kinjo. That's right. I heard that Kinjo was struck in the head and bleeding, but you mean he spilled this much blood? You thought it was a joke? Tori had to disinfect and bandage him, so it's okay for now, but at first I thought he was really dead. Kinjo was lying in this position. Then I can't imagine that Kinjo knocked down someone else's head in the back. When and how did the killer attack Kinjo to stun him? If it's enough to make you bleed this much, why did they stop with only that? Yamaguchi and Inori were the only ones who were killed. Even though there was an obvious malice between it, the fact that a blackened can kill up to 2 people, since it was added later as a rule, the criminal wouldn't know about this. If Kinjo wakes up, I should ask him. Kinjo attack has been added. Okay, I don't know if there's anything else really in the library to look at. Yeah. Oops, I clicked it again. Alright, I'm gonna go look at Inori. Or go at least look outside here. Look to Tyra. Oh, Yuki. Tyra, what are you doing? Is there something in the hallway? Well, that's not exactly it. The smell of blood's still in there, and I keep looking at the body. I just get sick of it. Oh, that. Are you okay? You don't have to overdo it. No. Everyone is working hard. I can't be the exception. The class trial will start soon. It's alright. Then why don't you answer a few questions for me, Akane? Oh, you want to ask me something? Yes. When Kurokawa, Uehara, and I went to investigate the 3rd floor, would you like to tell me what happened on the 2nd floor at that time? Yeah, she should know this at least. Almost at the same time of the body discovery announcements rang, Kinjo fainted. It's full of holes that my own eyes don't see. Oh, okay. I can help with this. That's simple enough. But there's not much to tell. We, like Yuki, were shaken when we found the body, and then we started investigating. Okay. I don't know if it has anything to do with the case, Yuki, but there's something I was a little confused about. Is it okay to say it? Sure, what is it? Kanata, you said you found her in the science lab, right? But I stopped by the science lab just before nighttime yesterday, and however, at that time the door was locked. Huh? The door to the science lab was locked? Yes. Do you think it's related to the case? If it's true, the door didn't open even when we found Inori's body. It was blocked with something like a clasp. Even so, she said the door was already closed before nighttime began yesterday? I think I'll take it for reference. Thank you, Akane. Was I helpful? I'm glad then. Oh, by the way, did you go to the science lab just before nighttime yesterday? Oh, that was because the last night I did a bit of mincemeat in it when I tried to use the scissors. Oh, those scissors are from the science lab? Yes, I wasn't sure back then yesterday, so I went to the science lab to pick up the scissors. I understand. I get it now. Thanks, Akane. Before nighttime yesterday, the science lab was already closed. What does that mean? I'll have to check it out. Tyra's testimony has been added. Alright, I'm gonna go upstairs. Oh, and talk to Kinjo. He's already... That's not Kinjo, that's Kinji. Wait, Hara, are you okay? Don't overdo it so much. No, it's not a deep wound, so I do not mind it. By the way, have you seen the cell phone? Cell phone? You mean Maki's cell phone that you found on the 3rd floor? I thought you were keeping it. Yeah, I always kept it in my top pocket because I didn't know when I would need it, but now I realize that the phone is gone. It disappeared? When was the last time you checked for it? It was at least until yesterday night that I recall having it, but after my fainting it was gone. Then that means the killer probably took it. That is a sinister premonition, but I'd agree. However, the cell phone doesn't seem important right now because first we have to investigate. I wonder, where did the cell phone go? So they took it from him. Jeez, it's soaking wet over here. I inadvertently tried to walk towards the science lab, but I was surprised because the water from it was filling the corridor now. The water is still leaking from the science lab? It won't matter if I just go in, but from what Makaru warned me about before, it gives me something to be cautious of. I shouldn't step in this water. It's electrified, isn't it? Hey, useless. Get out of the way, and quickly. You're obstructing traffic. Oh, Makaru, you came here, but this water... Are you still talking? Would you get out of the way already? But Makaru, you said we shouldn't touch the water. Why are you doing this? And if you're going there, wouldn't it be dangerous to enter? It's fine to enter now. Feel free to go in. I've spoken to Monokuma earlier to put it away. Put it away? You'll know when you enter the science lab. Still, no one seems to be turning off the faucet. You guys really don't have a clue, do you? You don't even have Tsurugi Kinjo anymore. But what a way. The faucet? For the love of God, would you look directly with your own 2 eyes and think, in your head at least? It would be nice if I could tell you everything, huh? There's no point in being so irritating. Well, since Makaru said that it's safe to walk in the water, I should be confident now. Like Makaru said, let's see what happened with my own eyes. Oh, and a little... Whoa. Alright, let's look at the Monokuma file first. This whole place is flooded. An object next to Inori's body. This is the Monokuma file 3-2, brought in by that thing. Information about Inori should be written in it. Oh. The victim is Kanata Inori. The estimated time of death is about 8:35. The body was found in the science lab. The cause of death is electric shock. The body's internal organs have been burned through the wet body because of an electric current for a long time while being bound. Wow. Terrible. Not a drop of blood was shed, and yet this is the most terrible someone has done to a friend. Doing this to Inori, who is the smallest and the weakest among us. The culprit behind this, it's fair to say that we are distressed to have doubt a friend against this will, but this very moment, the undeniable anger that I feel has risen against this perpetrator, who I don't even know yet. It's different from Yamaguchi. He was presumed to have been killed by his neck with one blow, but Inori's case was just a victim that was killed in front of my very own eyes. A few moments ago, with a single wall in between the door of the science lab, I heard her scream. Excuse me. I'm wondering if the room... She had been tied up all night, right? And she was alive the whole time. The room was just filling up with water the whole time. Until it would get to a certain point that it would electrocute her. I'm guessing it's that remote, the control thing over there that did it. But who? Who would... Oh, God. Her pain, her cries, her agony, I heard it all very clearly. I can't help but feel this anger, but it won't make any difference. This is just a Monokuma file that gives me information. I'll have to make use of this. But this alone is not enough information. What can be deduced as of now is the time of death was 8:35. She died 5 minutes earlier than Yamaguchi. Around that time, we couldn't open the science lab. And we were just outside of the room, and there's no problem with the time at least, but killing 2 people directly in 5 minutes? At that time, we're walking between the 2nd and 3rd floors, so if we go back and forth between the areas, you would definitely stand out. No, they did this one remotely up here, and how could the killer murder 2 people with only 5 minutes for each? Monokuma File 3-2 has been added. Alright. What is this? A wooden stick-like object was floating in the water. Old science lab. Oh, that's right. When the science lab's door didn't open, it was because of this thing that Makaru moved from the door. When we found Inori's body, we had a hard time because the door of the science room could not be opened, but it seems that the killer used this object to block the door. When I picked it up and checked it up close, it was an ordinary wooden stick, but it was very thick, so it would be natural if the sliding door was blocked with something like this. So then how did they block it and then leave? There has to be another way to leave the science lab, right? Because they wouldn't have, it's, you know, like the locked room murder. How'd they get out? How did they get out? Oh, excuse me. How did they get out if they locked it? They crawl out a window? Like, I don't know. I guess that's what we have to find out. An closed room scenario would naturally be completed. However, what was the reason for the killer to make a closed room? A reason to lock the room. Keep that in mind. Wooden board has been added. Oh, this is... Deep in the water pool of the science lab, I saw something that I had seen somewhere before. Oh, it's the phone! This was Maki's mobile phone? Probably the cell phone that Uehara discovered on the first day when the 3rd floor was opened. I haven't seen any other phones, so Maki's would be the only one left. Why is the cell phone in this place? I looked up at the sides, wondering, but as soon as I saw the screen, I noticed that the phone was not in normal condition. What? Why is the screen like this? The screen was crumpled with a mixture of purple and pink. The clock was turned into a strange language other than numbers, and the buttons didn't fit properly. To simply put it in a word, it's broken. Well, it's only natural because it was underwater. Couldn't hide my disappointment, hoping that I might be able to fix this phone and get in touch with the outside world later on. No. Right now, the class trial should be the main priority. Anyway, does this mean that the mobile phone was used as some kind of tool for the incident related to this case? Thinking that way, I fiddled with the phone a little more. I noticed a small alarm indicator at the top of the screen. The alarm was set to 8:30, but now it's already off. Who set the alarm? Besides, at 8:30, this was just before we tried to open the door. As I pondered, it's very likely the phone was involved in the incident, because it was not only that, there was another tool attached. They used the phone. As soon as it set off the alarm, it was attached to this other thing. It fell down off the table, fell into the water, electrified everything. Oh, it's a taser, yeah? This is, if I'm not mistaken, this is... The object connected to the cell phone strap was something I've seen in cartoons and movies. An electric shocker? I think it was also called a stun gun. Why are these dangerous objects at school? No, it seems like they were in the storage of the science lab, but... That's right. Now I can understand what Makaru said. Excuse me. My voice is going crazy. Probably because the stun gun was using its power into the water pit. If it entered in that state, there's a high chance that we would have gotten electrocuted, but now it seems that it's not working. That was also because Makaru told Monokuma to put it away. More importantly than that is that this is far from a crime scene. According to the Monokuma File, Inori's death was caused by electrocution, so it's probably definitive that this was the most likely murder weapon. Yeah. But what reason does it have to be connected to the phone strap so that it will go off at 8:30 and kill her at a certain time? She was probably tied up for a long time. Also, that's not the only weird thing. If you think about this, if the weapon was a stun gun, it means that the killer struck Inori with this object, but then contradictions show up, such as locked room scenario, science lab, and the crime that was done to Yamaguchi. No, there's nothing that suggests that the killer can only attack directly to their victim. Maybe making the science lab out of water like this was to prepare an effective crime scene. If electricity goes on while you're immersed in water, you're in a danger zone. The rest to figure out would be how the killer made the water to be energized and what method did they use. I'll have to speak about this with the others. Okay. Alright, let's look at her. Oh. I was seeing Inori's body sinking in the water. It seemed like she was in tears. We're investigating the bodies of some of our dead friends with no time to grieve. However, without investigation, the killer has to be identified. In order to survive the class trial, I must investigate. For now, I decided to look at the body of Inori based on what was written in the Monokuma File. Inori's body was so terrible that you couldn't see it with your eyes open, but for now, all of her clothes and skin were burnt. Her whole body was fixed with several layers of box tape, and her hands were tied with ropes and hung from the table. Inori, in this state of being unable to move, suffered terrible pain and died. Damn it. I continued to investigate while my swearings reached hollow ears. The tools that were used on Inori, I remember seeing box tapes and ropes in the art room. It seems, for whatever reason, the art room is a place related to the incident. Well, yeah, that's where we found what's-her-face. Makaru. Other than that, I can only think of the fact that the faucet where she's tied to is the same table, and there's many miscellaneous tools around us, but do they have anything to do with the case? The box tape was tightly attached to her shoulders, 5 layers. Even a strong adult man would make it impossible to tear it off with their own strength. And also, it must have been even harder for Inori, who was small in size, to move. Was there any reason to tie Inori to this extent? Just the killer's idea? What would that be? Looking at it that way, Inori has always been in the infirmary after it was open. Maybe there's a clue in that place too. Alright, so we have to go to the art room as well as the... I'm trying to get around to the sink over there. As well as the infirmary and stuff. I want to look at the sink. Why won't it let me... This is one of the tables in the science lab, and the faucet allows you to throw away medicines or wash your hands during experiments, but now it's pouring out of the faucet at maximum capacity and is overflowing. Right, the reason why the science lab was flooded like this was because of the faucet. What a huge waste of water, but now's not the time to think about this. I hurriedly turned the faucet off and the water stopped flowing. Well, there's no reason for the water to fill anything now. Also, there must have been done by the killer too, but what was the reason? The reason to make the science lab a sea of water? To electrify her. Nope, nothing there. Nothing in there. There had to be a way for them to get out, right? If they did a locked room thing. Nothing. Alright, I'm gonna talk to Makaru. I forgot to talk to her. You didn't follow me, did you? At least you listened when you came in here. You know now the reason why I told you not to touch the water, and why this place became a pool of water. Yeah, but Makaru, I wanted to ask you something different from this. Do you think I'll answer? I'm serious here. I really have a question. It was when you were in the art room locker. You asked me to show you my hand as soon as you left the locker, right? Why did you do that? I won't answer this, however. This is just simple safety. No matter what happens, the only thing that lives on is insurance. It is the only minimal precaution that's needed. Insurance? The two of us aren't close enough to explain every phase to you, am I right? Well, don't worry. The psycho cop won't be able to serve you this time, so you should have an insurance at least. When you guys feel so clueless that you got no other ways to go and in the verge of death, if this aspect shows up in the trial, then I'll show you my last trump card. So please make sure that doesn't happen. Makaru began to investigate Inori's body again, leaving only an empty silence in the end. This is the moment that she will no longer speak. At that time, Makaru had to make sure to give her my right hand. I took a look at my right hand, but there wasn't anything there. She was measuring the size, right? She wanted to see if his hand size matched the one who attacked her. Is that it? Like the size or the feeling of his hand? That's why she wanted to touch his hand? Is there something only Makaru knows? Yes, there is, and she's not gonna tell us. Alright, I'm gonna go check the art room. I think that's this one right here, right? Yeah. Nice, Satsuki's here. Hi, Yuki. The hallway is a water bath, and the art room is full of bloody lockers. Why is everyone so bad? It seems the culprit this time planned the crime by going from place to place. That's a very intelligent killer. I wonder if Satsuki can win against such a mighty opponent. I'm a little worried. That's the Venus statue. Let's look at this. It's a locker that contained miscellaneous art tools, but now the inside is covered with blood and in a terrible condition. Makaru was bound like this in the bloody locker. At that time, Makaru's arms and legs were tied with tape, and her mouth was taped as well. She was locked from the outside and hit the door of the locker from the inside to try to get out. And the result was the rumbling sound that echoed in the second floor. And the killer did all of this, right? Apparently, the culprit trapped her here for some reason. Otherwise, if you did all this to yourself, it would only create more suspicion. Not only Makaru, the attack on Uehara and Kinjo must have had their reason as well. I'm a little suspicious of Uehara. Because it's reminding me of Celeste a little bit. So it is... I'm a little suspicious of him right now. But that could change. I was also suspicious of Inori the whole time last time, and she had nothing to do with it, so... But the bigger issue is, this is a bloody locker. If you think about it, Yamaguchi or Inori's body didn't seem related to a locker room. However, what does the blood in the locker suggest? No matter who it's from, it's pretty difficult not to miss it. The blood is also dried up. Inori didn't seem to have any bleeding. Yamaguchi instead had too much bleeding, but he died not too long ago, and Karu was also tied here, but she was not bleeding. Whose blood is it? If that's the case, it could be Kinjo's blood. It's my only guess, but Kinjo got hit in his head. This amount comes from his head. Wouldn't he have died? This blood's identity is troublesome in more ways than one. I have no choice but to discuss it at the class trial. Yeah, it's a bit, bit confusing, not gonna lie. It seems to be an ornament weapon made of plaster. Various weapons are carved here, but do you usually sketch for weapons? It's canvas. A weapon decoration made of plaster. Yeah, same thing. Huh? This plaster weapon, was it originally here? I thought it was against the plaster on the right. I don't come to the art room often, so I'm not sure about this. I don't know, it's probably just an illusion. The moment I tried to make that judgment with my steps, saw the red spot. Oh, this spear. Is this blood? Is this what cut his neck? No, his end would be way bloodier than that. Unless they tried to clean it. It wasn't very notable, but there was a circular red dot on the tip of the long blade. I picked up the spear and smelled that part. Faint but fishy smell. This is blood. Then the weapon that killed Yamaguchi was something long and sharp. It's long. This might be fit for the murder weapon. Okay, so if it is the murder weapon of Yamaguchi, it's pretty long, which means even if he was standing up, because he was the tallest one, it wouldn't have to be a really tall person. It could be someone tiny like Satsuki who did it. don't know. I'm a bit suspicious of Uehara because he's reminding me of Celeste in this chapter. That's the only reason. Other than that, I don't know though. I don't want it to be Uehara. But I don't know. After using it to kill Yamaguchi, it was returned back to the same place where it was originally, but the location was different because the killer got mistaken? Looking at the blood on it, it must be something related to the case somehow, but why is the blood so tiny in a circular splatter? It was so tiny that I almost missed it. Did it make a small bounce from this? No, that would not have caused the blood to splatter in the first place. I don't think I can figure it out yet. I'm wondering if it was cleaned and they just missed the spot. You know? Is there anything in here? No. Anything in here? No. Someone's plastic figure. Somehow that look only causes discomfort. There's something on this figure. Oh, it's the monocoin. I'm hoping I get some Monokuma medals so I can buy more skills. What is this? A Monokuma statue? Who made this garbage? Oh, there's something shiny in it. Huh? I wonder if there might be something in here too. And I inadvertently looked into the trash can and was surprised to find something. I thought it was tissue paper, but looking closely, it looks like a type of cloth. I took it out. I took out the unidentified piece of cloth from the trash and opened it. Let's see. Are these clothes? Isn't that Inori's hospital jacket? Or scrubs? The doctor's jacket. No, it's not just clothes. This is... No way. Yes, they were indeed blood-soaked. And it was difficult to recognize the original color, but the pure white color of that, looked at a glance, reminded me that it was originally a white gown worn by doctors. This white coat is what Inori was wearing. When I think about it, Inori's body that I saw in the science lab was not wearing a white coat. To think I would find it in such an unexpected place. No, in fact, it may not be so unexpected. The place where the corpses were found are the science lab and the library. The art room is pretty close to the area of the incident. The locker where Makaru was found is the same, this white coat. Okay, so since it's full of blood, I'm wondering if... I don't know. Like, the water could have washed off any blood that was on her when she was tied up, because I'm sure she was tied up for a long time. But if she's covered in blood... I don't know. It's very confusing. I have no idea. It seems the blood from the coat has been there for some time since it didn't feel wet at all. Question is, where did the killer use this white coat? For starters, Inori didn't seem to have any bleeding, so maybe it was used while killing Yamaguchi? No, it can't be. It's too dry. Kinjo? Though it would be an important clue, so I was able to make a new discovery while investigating every corner of the white coat. What is it? In the pocket of the white coat, I found a crumpled plastic wrap. When I opened it carefully, I could see that it was blood-stained. The locker, library floor, white coat, and this. There's so many blood-related clues. What even happened here? Also, when I take a look closely, the plastic wrap had a small round hole in the middle, but the meaning is unknown. I guess I'll have to talk about it in the trial. It's possible it was used to prevent blood, but wrapping up plastic for the sake of... Would it have anything to do with the clues we found? I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna check the infirmary now. I think that's the last place I need to check. Should we tell him we found the cell phone? Uehara, is your body okay? By the way, have you seen the cell phone? Cell phone? Oh, you mean that one? I thought... Oh no, this is the same dialogue again. I thought we would be able to tell him, yeah, I found it. Alright, let's talk to Makako. Here she is. Kurokawa, you came down to the first floor. Did you figure something out? Kurokawa? Originally, Kurokawa was always to come without a word, but now it looks like she's cautious. Is it because of the mood? I don't think she's open to talking for now, so I decided to leave it alone. Let's continue investigating. What is this? Chuchongashi. That's not the right room. Sleepy, sleepy, sleepy. Is this antiques? Yeah. So Kinjo's here. He's still unconscious. It's Kinjo who's fainted. The others treated him here and put him in the infirmary's bed. There's no way Kinjo will just finish here. When will you wake up? We're in a lot of trouble without you. I'm just gonna look around, I guess. This refrigerator is a place to store transfusion packs, individually stored for each blood type. I was surprised when I opened the refrigerator. Huh? No way? We don't have any transfusion packs. It's fake blood. I mean, not fake blood, but it's all the blood everywhere. It's from the packs. They were taken from here. There were more than 20 transfusion packs left the last time I saw them. Who used a transfusion pack recently? No. Where would you even use a blood transfusion pack? Let's think for a moment. When did the packs disappear? I recall them being stored properly until at least yesterday. Then that leaves... Is it the killer's doing? Yeah, clearly, Yuki. But even if the culprit is the one, why did they need to take a transfusion pack? They even need fresh blood? Is that it? Am I done? I think we're almost done by now. But the culprit is still a mystery. Damn it. Maybe more investigation is required. Monokuma hasn't called yet, so let's continue. Oh, Kinjo? Kinjo? You're awake! Maeda. Are you okay? Oh, what about your bandages? It wasn't a thin wound from what I heard. Now is not the time to bother about that. Maeda. Did a murder happen? Yeah, just a little while ago. The class trial will begin soon. Kinjo, I'm glad you woke up. I'm sorry, but I don't have the time to relax. I have to see the scene of the case before the trial starts. Maeda, did you do some research? Do you know where the scene is? Yes, you should start with the library, science lab, the art room, and the infirmary. Okay, thanks. Kinjo, wait a minute. What's wrong? I'm sorry, but like I said before, I don't have time to waste right now. If I go to the trial without knowing the case it's over. I'll talk to you later. What I'm trying to ask you right now is related to the investigation. It's okay if it's simple, right? So please answer me. How the hell did you pass out? I saw a bloody Yamaguchi. Eh? I saw blood coming from the library, so I went to investigate. Yamaguchi was collapsed on the floor in blood. No matter how much I see corpses, I couldn't hide my surprise. Taking that little pause as their chance, someone attacked me from behind. I don't have any memories after that. Wait, you're talking about yesterday at nighttime, right? Yeah. What I mean is, Yamaguchi was laying on the floor all bloody since last night? Correct. You walk around the scene right away, you'll notice it. So Yamaguchi, he's dead, right? Yeah. Not only Yamaguchi, Inori also died. What? Inori too? The culprit in this case is not a simple person. They're a heinous mind that killed 2 people in a single day. This damn jerk. I'll definitely catch this being and punish them. You should go and do more research for that too. So I'll leave now, Maeda. Oh gosh. This is actually good though. Kinjo managed to wake up. Will he be okay? Time is already... Oh right, what Kinjo said was somewhat weird. Kinjo mentioned that he saw Yamaguchi collapse, but Yamaguchi's time of death is around the morning hours, so was he unconscious until the killer showed up again? Bloodied and abandoned until the morning after. No, miracles like Tamori don't happen twice. Still, what Kinjo has said be a clue to something, so it's good to put that into notice. The more I investigate something, the more the mystery seems to get deeper. Yeah, I'm confused as heck. Hey, you guys! I'm sorry that you had to work so hard on your research. However, Mr. Monokuma here is impatient. Why don't we just solve this together? That said, the class trial will now begin. Please gather at the red carpet door on the first floor as usual. What kind of results will be waiting for us in this trial? Isn't it exciting? Isn't it thrilling? I'll be waiting. Time's up, but what about Kinjo? He just started investigating, but now they're already gathering. It's a big misfortune that he was lying down because he passed out. Even without Kinjo's help, we'll have to work together. Even if I think about it, I haven't even figured it out the crime properly yet. Damn it, this won't make a difference if I stay here. If I'm late, I'll get punished. Let's just go. Upon entering the entrance of the court, most of the guys were already gathered. Yuki, you're here. You're the last one. Did Kinjo never manage to open his eyes? What do you mean, Kinjo isn't here? What are you talking about? Did Kinjo wake up? I met with Kinjo just before I got here. Is that true? Oh, thank goodness he woke up. But I can't see him. It's a matter of language not to have a class trial without properly investigating his own personality. However, it's time for the meeting. But he's late because he wants to investigate as much as possible, isn't that so? That is like Kinjo indeed. No way. But what if Kinjo's the culprit in this case? What is this nonsense deja vu again? Daria, you're just saying that because they're late? Think about it and tell me. Why not? Could happen, right? What? Kinjo can be the culprit? I don't think so. I'm still suspicious of Uehara, to be honest. Maybe Satsuki a little bit? I don't know. I have no idea who it is. Wouldn't it be more fun then? Psycho cop finally goes to murder with his own hands. Makaru agrees with my opinion for once, so it wouldn't be strange if the universe explodes. Strangely, it's more scary when Makaru says it. What do you enjoy so much about this, Makaru? Did you forget? In the class trial, you could die. I had hoped that you would change at least a little, but you're still the same as ever. Because I know the killer and the trick even before going into the trial. All that's left is watch you shovel their grave, right? Huh? You already know who the killer is? Who is it? Why should I tell you? Idiots. Don't worry. I'll watch you shoveling and struggling. I'm not sure if I should say this, but this is the first time I've ever thought about wanting to hit a woman this much. By the way, where's Kinjo? He's late. Alright, have you all gathered? Good then, let's get started. As always, just take the elevator to go down. The trial's design has been remodeled, so look forward to it. But Kinjo's not here? Huh? Kinjo is not here. Kinjo was given a special time bonus due to his fainting condition, is what I want to say, but since he woke up and started investigating the case, it's presumed that he's going to participate in the class trial. So, this is my mistake. He won't get punished, but I will bring him shortly in supersonic speed. Hey, what kind of supersonic speed is that? Ooh, no. It's just that when I was about to search for him, he was already at the door. Kinjo sure is obedient. You came and I didn't even need to call you. Shut up and disappear before my eyes are ready. Kinjo, are you okay? Well, I did as much investigation as possible. Compared to the previous cases, the amount of information is extremely insufficient, but No. No, I asked if you were okay since you got hurt. Oh, you mean my body? Well, it's fine. I've experienced this much injuries even once or twice with the Snatcher. Hey, it's been a long time, hasn't it, Kinjo? I didn't expect to see you bleeding and fainting. I think you're forgetting something. I'm a human being too, so I got caught off guard. Why did you get a little fed up with us, Kinjo? Clearly, last time you left the dining room, I thought you were breaking our bones or something like that. Of course I did, and that still hasn't changed. But in the conditional situation of the class trial, your charges of being preliminary criminals are revoked for the time being. The criminal analogy is that the more manpower there is, the better. And because the murder has occurred, the rest of the criminals, other than the criminal of this incident, are simply ordinary citizens in the scenario. Ubishikawa was making a list of swearing words to give a double comeback to Kinjo once he woke up. What? Hey, I never did that! Do whatever you like. This is a temporary truce anyways. After this trial, you'll become a preliminary criminal once more. Of course, Akane Taira is an exception. I'm always thinking of you as a semi-criminal. One that committed an attempted murder, so don't even think you're innocent in the least. Oh, why is he going after her? She was so worried about him, she was so happy that he was okay, and he's such a jerk. This crazy guy started having seizures again. Tyra, don't bother with what that waste of a man says. When Maki died, we were thoroughly fighting with each other. It's a difficult class trial, even if we have to work together. Something gave me an odd feeling, like this would be even harder trial than any other I ever faced. Oh no! It's gonna be harder than the last one. I'm gonna stink at it. That's enough talking. Anyways, we're starting the trial, right? Let's get on with it already. Indeed, the first thing we must do now is solve what's in front of us. It's not good for everyone to be on edge this early. Yeah, Makaru and Uehara are right. If we do not pass the class trial first, we will all die. Relationships with the others, conflicts with Kinjo. There are many problems ahead. I want to solve them, but first, the biggest one. Let's begin our class trial. If we don't take care of it, nothing will change in the end. Alright, I'm going to save here, and I'm going to stop. Next time we will do the class trial. I'm personally pretty sure I'm going to take breaks between the intermissions and the trial. However, I will put everything in just one video, so yeah, just to give my throat some rest because it's hurting, and like I want to go into the trial, but I'm also scared. I have no idea what's going on, and I don't have the time right now. So we're gonna save, and we will continue it in the next one, and I will see you next time. We're gonna find out who killed Kakeru and Inori. Like, who the heck did this? I have no idea. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this part. This was crazy. But I will see you next time in the next one. Bye bye.